That is a big fire for 8 o'clock in the morning. So, oh well. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. So, once again, another video where I am still on this mend from this little back procedure that I just had to have done right in our busy season. You know, it's not like I couldn't have waited, you know, another month or two and waited until we slowed down, but no, kind of kidding, but at the same time, kind of being serious. It wasn't a serious major procedure. I had a scare back when I was in middle school, which is why I kind of wanted to deal with it as quickly as I could. Anyways, if you guys want to hear more about that, you can check this video out here where I actually did go into detail about what happened, what I had done. But all in all, nothing major, nothing serious, just really preventing me from moving to my fullest ability and performing at work. So I feel guilty for going in, standing around, not doing anything, and just kind of soaking up company time. Not to mention, I do tend to overdo it the few times that I have gone into work. So I'm really trying to get this incision to heal so that I can regain my mobility and you know, perform at my job as well as continue to get stuff done around the house. Anyways, that brings us to today's video. Obviously, if you haven't picked up, over here at the Freedom compound, I have an excavator over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more creek cleanup. We got hit with quite a few really big storms back in the spring, and had some trees fall over into the creek, had branches break. So basically just going to go along the one area, I'll show it to you guys here in a minute, try to clean up all the debris and everything, as well as light that pile of brush on fire. It seems like I keep telling myself that, yeah, next time I'll light it on fire, next time I'll burn it, next time we'll get that burnt down. It's whew, it's quite the hill. It's really starting to grow and get really big, so I want to try to get that burnt down. And with the size of this pile of brush, I kind of figured it was going to be an all-day burn, so wanted to get over here early this morning, get that fire going, so that, you know, come this afternoon, hopefully it's all burnt down and smoldering. Oh my gosh, I'm out of shape. So right now, up here at the lead shed, getting the quad out. I have some garbage up here that's been stockpiling, cardboard and stuff, not actual garbage, but I'm gonna get that down there, get my camera set up, light that on fire, and I'll show you guys what we have going on. Stupid gnat. So I'll see you guys back down there. All right, so I got my boxes, I guess, of garbage right here. It's on fire. I was able to take a small cup, get some diesel fuel thrown up on top of there. Now, if you're wondering, hey, how come you're not at work? You're saying you can't be at work, but you're here working. I'm doing everything I can from the machine. I'm not going to be picking anything up. Really, anything heavier than 10 pounds is my limit. I didn't follow the doctor's orders the first probably week and a half. I think I made it about a full week before I started kind of like, all right, I think I could do this, I think I could do that, rather than listening to the doctor. Bit me in the butt. Here we are. So basically the agreement that I have with my dad right now is that if he has anything that needs dug out, something that I can do from inside of a machine that doesn't really require a whole lot of stress on my back, that's what I'll do. Unfortunately, yesterday and today, he didn't really have anything on the agenda that needed dug out. Just kind of taking it day by day. So he was nice enough to let me bring over one of the excavators so that I can go through cleaning up everything. I need to finish cleaning up these couple trees that I pulled out of the creek, and then I'd like to work my way down here and start cleaning up a lot of this brush. There's another tree that's down there I'd like to get drug up. Alright, so everything is going really good and so far really smooth. Now, I really kind of wish I didn't say that, because usually when I say that, I'm jinxing myself. But the burn pile is burning down really nice. It's burning really fast too, so I should be able to get that other brush pile I have right there pulled over and burnt. Grab these last couple of trees that were laying there, pulled up and burnt. And I'm going to start clearing all this brush. Now, all that stuff you just saw me rip out, it was a lot of brush, but mainly it was one tree. This thing, I'm not really sure what this was or is, but as it was growing really like curvy and bendy and had all these crazy branches coming off and just going everywhere. So as soon as I got those branches off, it really did open all of this up down here. So I have my time-lapse camera set up right there. I'm gonna get this brush pulled up there. I'll probably get a little bit more cleared out here. And then I need to go along and like grab this branch that's broken off over top of the creek, try to get that tree down, try to pull this one down. I have a couple more bigger chunks of tree right there. So I'd like to get all that stuff, and whatever I can get from the culvert pipe would be really nice. But ideally, I would like to have this area cleared enough that I can either try to do it with just the blade on the excavator today, or I can bring over a skid loader here maybe in the next couple days, since it doesn't really look like we have any machine work lined up, and I'll be able to do like a good final grade through here and make it real nice. We just have a low spot right through here, so after it rains, it takes this area a few extra days for it to dry up because it doesn't drain. So that's the plan. What a difference that makes. Just clearing out all that crap and debris and everything really helps to open that area up. This tree right here was giving me quite a bit of problems. It wasn't ripping and breaking like I thought it was going to, so took some wiggling and some finagling, but finally got it. And this is why I saved the culvert clean out for the very last. Because as I'm doing this, I do know I'm putting more debris into the creek, so I might even let this go for a little bit. Nah, you know what, scratch that. I am going to try to clean out some of that stuff. I was going to say I might even try to let this go for a little bit, so that as we get this rain, that water is going to help to push everything all to the culvert pipe. It's all going to get plugged up there, and I can do it all in one shot. But I have the machine here. I'm just going to get a lot of that picked out now if I can. I do have the 3-foot grading bucket on there. I didn't really feel like trying to switch that to our 1-foot bucket, so either way I should be able to get 1 or 2 of those larger pieces from out of that culvert pipe. Should allow more water to flow through. And yeah, then I can you know what, that burn pile is actually burnt down quite a bit, so I'm going to get that secondary pile moved over on top of that so that all that can start burning too. Alright, so I got this secondary pile of brush from when I was cleaning up this bank. I kind of had everything staged there just so that this thing didn't get super big and out of control. Obviously now that that's burnt down, I was able to go ahead and grab all that stuff, throw it on here, trying to keep these bigger trees somewhat organized. They got away from me a little bit. Ideally what I was shooting for was to have all of them facing one way. That way as they burn down I can just push them back into the fire, trying to keep everything consolidated. But I don't want that bucket and hydraulic lines and everything to hang out in the fire for too long, so I was trying to do it a little bit quick. I am going to go ahead and take a minute and run up to the garage, grab my grease gun, and go along those bucket bushings again, because being in that fire kind of took that grease away really quick, and I'm hearing a lot of slop in that bucket again. So we'll re-grease that and probably take a small little break for a snack, and then we'll be back to it. So a 3-foot grading bucket is very nice for grading, or even like picking up sticks and stuff, trees, especially if you have the thumb. What it's not good for is trying to get it in a 4-foot culvert pipe to try to get some logs out. Just not working. I don't have the room or the clearance above or below. You can see there's a really large log jammed up in there. I don't have the clearance or anything to grab that, so we're gonna have to get that on another day when I can either physically get in there and roll it out to grab it, or I bring over a smaller bucket. Now, like I said, this one we are getting some blockage in the very middle, so I'm not getting in there today, mainly for the fact, you know, I gotta crawl in between all those cross bracings and do all that. Plus, we're gonna get all this debris that washes down in there. We're supposed to get some pretty decent rain tomorrow, so figured I'd just, yeah, whatever, it is what it is. I think with the time remaining, I don't know if I want to get too crazy into trying to regrade this, just because I can do it a lot faster and a lot more precise with our skid loader. But what I am going to do is just run through these sections right here with the excavator here with the blade down, just ever so slightly scratching the surface. That way if there's any logs or anything in there, I can push them out, I can grab them, pick them up, do whatever. That sort of stuff is a lot easier to do, especially if I'm trying to get it on a fire with the Mini. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just pivot the time-lapse camera and let her have it. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. All right, everybody, so the brush pile is burning down really nice. Wow, that is still throwing off a lot of heat. Gonna try to rearrange some of this stuff. Like, I noticed this bottom tree here is burnt off to there, so if I can maybe shimmy a couple of these out of the way, I can slide that up and keep that burning. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I was saying about how I would push everything in. Man, my lower back is really sore after all this. But ended up kind of not listening to myself again, and went ahead and used the blade of the excavator to really kind of level a lot of this out. Now, originally when we bought the property, this was basically all underwater over here because we had a bunch of beaver dams. This particular spot right here was always really swampy and just a lot of mosquitoes in there because it was a lot of standing water. So whenever I was over here with the skid loader, I want to say a couple months ago maybe, I roughed that in. This was still a little bit lower here than right here, so I pushed some more dirt up here, built this up. I still think we might be a hair low right here. It looks actually pretty level coming through here. Hopefully we don't have any more water sitting there, but if not, I'm definitely not done over here. The blade on the excavator was a really nice start, and especially like right around here, getting started, I was able to just use the bucket of the excavator and pull all that back. But once I have the skid loader over here, I'll be able to really kind of fine tune all this grade in, make sure I don't have any low spots sitting there like right over there that are going to hold water. I want everything to drain to the creek and have this area be really nice for the girls to play in and just have a lot of fun. And not to mention, Josh and Jenny are going to be starting on their house, so it would be really cool to, you know, provide a place for their kids to come over and play while they're busy working on their place. But yeah, I mean, I think that's going to do it for right now. I do need to kill a little bit more time. I'm probably going to go around and change some trail camera cards. Just, I don't want to leave that fire unattended, and it's almost to the point where it's like just a steady smolder. I saw a couple open flames over there, so we'll kill probably another hour running around and, well, walking slowly around, changing trail camera cards and doing that. But I mean, for as much work as I'm not allowed to do, it is nice to be able to come over here and get something like this done that I don't really have to move too much. A lot of the movement that I was doing was in my neck, just like turning and looking, making sure I didn't hit stuff like this. This will be coming out eventually, along with those two pieces of tree, whatever they are. But overall, I mean, I think that was pretty easy on my upper back where that incision is. So, you know, if my dad had excavation jobs that he needed me to go dig out, I would be doing that. That's what I did over at our friend Raleigh's house. I went over and dug that out, as you guys saw in the previous video. But now I just feel like I'm rambling, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I want to thank you guys for tuning back into another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. If you like what you saw, please click like and subscribe. Don't forget to check the description for the link to our Etsy store. Jump on over and check that out, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the different products that we have. No pressure to buy anything or anything. I'll never be that person. But I do have a link in my description for the company Vever. They've sent me a couple things now, and I haven't done the review on the newest item I got from them, but I mean, frankly, everything they've sent me so far has been really, really nice. Good quality, and very reasonably priced too. So if you're interested in seeing what those guys have over there, click on that link and jump on over to their website and take a look. So thank you guys for the continued support, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.